Marco Rubio admitting now for the first time that he made a mistake in attacking Donald Trump in the way that you just saw, in a way that I said from the moment I heard that, we talked about it right here on the show, it was completely, utterly inappropriate. Well, here he is admitting that, you know, what he did was wrong. Take a listen to him with Megyn Kelly.
You know, I'd do it differently. I really would. And the reason, my kids were embarrassed by it. My wife didn't like it. I don't think it reflects good. That's not who I am. That's not what my campaign is going to be about or will ever be about again. Yeah, I'd do it differently. I would.
Good. He should regret it. And remember that, candidates. Well, here, with why going negative, you know, just doesn't work for everyone, is communications expert Lee Carter. Lee, welcome. You know, as I said at the time, this is going to backfire because I'll tell you, I don't think people believe that that is who Marco Rubio is or was. And when something doesn't ring true, what's the ripple effect of that?
Well, the ripple effect is he didn't get a single delegate after he started doing it. I mean, it was a huge miscalculation. It was a huge misstep. Did he get a lot of media attention? Did he get a lot of airtime? Absolutely. But it didn't translate to anything positive for him. In fact, it was an embarrassment. It was atrocious. I mean, the number of people who are talking about, we want our kids to be able to watch the debates, to participate in this process. And what ended up happening was just horrible.
Yeah, you know, interestingly, however, Donald Trump gets away with a little more of this. Is that because, you know, people sort of expect it from him? And maybe, I mean, it kind of is who he is, whereas Marco Rubio never projected that kind of image. So it didn't quite ring true when he went there.
Absolutely. Authenticity is one of the #1 things right now that drives trust. We're in a very, very different era of what trust is all about than we ever have been before. You can be raw, you can be even, you know, in some ways vulgar and be real. And that's something that's trust. So one of the voters that I spoke with said of Rubio, he said, I do think it's small of Rubio to start in on a behavior that is not his normal behavior. He said, this behavior that is normal characteristic of Donald Trump just doesn't work for Marco Rubio. And so what I think is people like it in Trump. What they say about Trump is he's saying the things that I've wanted to say. He is going to fight for me. He is real. But it just doesn't work for Rubio. Rubio was supposed to be a different candidate. Rubio was the candidate represented optimism. He was supposed to be the candidate of the next generation. He wasn't supposed to be the candidate talking about
wet pants. I'll say it. I mean, you know, when he went there, I just thought it's so bad because you see him trying to stoop to a level that he wouldn't normally go to. And you know, look at him in Florida right now. The polling data suggests that he's not even going to win his home state. I was looking through some of your notes, and one of the voters said when he talked about how Donald Trump was only 6'2", but he had small hands, it actually made Marco Rubio seem like the little guy.
Yeah. And it was
without Donald Trump even saying little Marco.
Little Marco. And when people say, when he's saying little Marco now, people aren't thinking about his size, they're thinking about his character. It really, I mean, it was unbelievable to me that he was carrying states between 15 and 20% before he started doing this. Over the weekend, he was starting at 8-9%. He has just dropped like a lead balloon. And I'm glad that last night he admitted this isn't who he is. I'm glad that he admitted and acknowledged that it was a mistake. And I hope that he comes out now and starts being the man that he should be, the candidate that he should be. It's probably too late.
I think the lesson in all of this for every politician going forward is just be yourself. You'll be a lot better off. Lee, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Good to have you here.